First we turn the carriage to one end and do the marks on the carriage and the cross line, and then turn the carriage to the other end, and then measure the distance between the two marks. From the tape we can see the extraval size is 160 millimeters, considering we will leave the extra length at the two ends of the linear scales. So we choose 220 millimeters travel length for this scale. The next step is to install the pad strips onto the carriage. First we need to turn the carriage to the one end. Please pay attention during the pad strip installation. The top side of the pad strip should not exceed the carriage platform plane, and the bottom of the pad strip should not contact with the saddle. After installed this pad strip, we also need to check the area of this pad strip. We use the die indicator and make its probe contact with the surface of this pad strip. Zero the value on the die indicator, and then turn the table to the other end and see the values change on the die indicator. As we can see, this area is so bad, so we need to do the adjustment of the height of this pad strip to do the calibration. Because we are confident of the table's plane, so we lift out this parallel check. After we calibrate the area of the pad strip, we have installed the linear scales onto the pad strip. The next step is to install the rate height part. We need to turn the table to the one end and leave about 20 mm extra length. This extra length is from the end cap of the linear scale to the rate height. Now we can fix the rate height onto the machines. For the standard brackets we offered may not suitable for all installation situations, so for this we have machined another bracket. Now fasten the screws. After we fix the wheels, the bracket, we also need to do the calibration for the rate height part. Please pay attention. The plane of this rate height need to lower about 1 mm from the scale. Also, the distance between the rate height with the scale should also keep around equal 1 mm from the left to the right, because this calibration and only applies to DC10F. The next step is to install the cover, because we have prepared the hole on the pad strip, so all we need to do is just fasten the screw. After we finished the installation of X-axis, now we move to the part 2 for the installation on the Z-axis. To get the travel length of Z-axis, we can use the same way as what we did on the Z-axis. For this laser, the travel size of Z-axis is 800 mm. To leave the extra length on the two ends of the linear scale, we choose a 900 mm travel size scale. First, we need to turn the saddle to the most right to find the suitable position to install the scale. After we turn the saddle to the most right, because we need to collect the rate height with the saddle, so we can find a suitable position to collect the rate height part. According to this placing, we can know where to place the scale. For the upside down direction, we will leave 100 mm from the top side of the bed to the position where we will drill and tape. For the left, we can use the same way to find the position to drill the installation holes. After installed the linear scales, We also need to check the period for this linear scale. Please always remember that the value changes on the die indicator should always keep within 100 microns. After we calibrate the period of the linear scale, now the next step is to install a rate height. First, we also need to turn the saddle to the most right and find a suitable position on the saddle to collect the rate height by using the brackets. We also need to leave about 20 mm extra length from the end cap of the linear scale to the rate height. After we fixed well the brackets, now we need to do the adjustment of the rate height. Please pay attention, this part should have any contact with the machines. Also, we need to do the adjustment of the gap between the rate height with the scale. The method to do this is to use a bracket as a reference. If the right bracket can run smoothly, the gap will be very perfect. If not, we need to do the position of the scale. This adjust way only applies to our DC-10 model. The next step will be install the cover. During this process, please avoid there will be no contact for the cover with the top side of the scale.